Alright guys, we are back in again on the stage 2 for the Formidable Foes event. I'm not sure if my previous runs of this will make it into this video, so I'm actually not sure if this is the very beginning of the video or if we're like already an hour in to the footage that you're seeing. I haven't fully decided whether I'm going to show off all those failed runs yet, but I did first attempt this stage a couple of days ago, and it did not go well. We didn't end up getting the dub on it just because I am being very stubborn and trying to get a no item run going here. So yeah, unfortunately we were unable to accomplish that. But yeah, so we are back to try again. We're still sticking with the same theme that we were before. We're going to attempt to clear this with a Universe Survival Saga team. You know, if possible. And then, yeah, like, I think the team that we were running yesterday had Tech UI as our leader, and then we also had Tech Beerus on the team. But the problem with that, I mean, it was nice using that leader skill because you have the extra, you know, you can kind of expand away from Universe Survival Saga a little bit, allowing you to go toward, like, you know, the Realm of God side of things, and there's a couple of other good units you can throw in the mix. But the problem with that is that then you have to have two Tech UI Gokus. And, you know, obviously with how hard this event hits, most of this setup that we have for Universe Survival Saga is dodge or die. And Tech UI is just not reliable when it comes to full dodge or die. And, you know, keep in mind, this is 4 fights in a row that are all going to take, like, 7+ turns to clear. So, you know, that's a lot of turns to be constantly depending on Tech UI to not get hit basically at all. So yeah, it just was not working out. We kept getting pinched where we shouldn't have, and it was just really, really hard for us to get the dub. So I slightly switched up the build just to make sure we could shore up some of the weaknesses on this team. So now we're just using AGL Jiren as the leader and friend lead, which is good. And then we threw all of the, you know, UI Gokus that we've got available onto the team, and then obviously Evolution Blue Vegeta, and then the final unit that I threw in place of Tech Beerus is who we see right here, the Exchange Boo. He's actually post-EZA really, really good. He's got a lot of dodge chance. This is basically a full dodge team besides Jiren. I guess Jiren and Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? They're big tanks, and then everybody else is dodge units, so. Alright, I guess we'll see how we do here. This is my very first run with this team specifically. Oh, this is actually going to be a really bad turn for Fitboo. The reason why it's going to be bad for Fitboo... Oh, well, it doesn't even matter. Okay. Yeah, we had horrible rotations right there. There was literally no slot 1 units. So we got all of our UI Gokus on a different rotation. So obviously that was going to happen. Let's actually double check the rotations before we even start. That way we don't have to worry about these problems again. Let's see. So yeah, look, there's no UI Goku on the second turn. But we do have Evolution Blue Vegeta and Fitboo, and this time we don't have double Jiren, so we can, you know, we don't have to split them up in slots 1 and 3. So we could actually put Fitboo up front. I really didn't think that Jiren would take that much damage, but I also didn't anticipate a slot 1 super, right? That is kind of part of the problem. Okay, how do I want to run my rotations this time around? We have our Jiren split already. We should probably keep at least one of them on rotation. Probably both, honestly. If that is the case, then we need to keep them on opposite rotation. So we'll have AGL UI on run rotation, and then maybe we could just do Evolution Blue on the other. So in that case, we would want this to be our setup. And our links don't really falter too much. We lose like 1, but we gain 1. I guess we lose 2, but we gain 1. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, but I was going to say on that last run before we got KO'd, that was actually a really bad run, or a spot for Fitboo, and the reason why I didn't put him in slot 1 is because there was no other reps of 7 on the turn with him, and he has a high chance to evade in base, but then he gets an additional 10% chance to evade per Universe 7 ally attacking in the same turn. So he can get that additional 30% with him and 2 other allies, right? But obviously Jiren's not Universe 7, and the 2 Jirens we have are the only units on the team that aren't Universe 7, so that was like the worst possible luck we could have gotten for Fitboo, and we'll try to make sure that that doesn't happen again. But obviously now that, I guess, since we've decided our Jirens are going to be main rotation units, then Fitboot is going to be one of our, like, you know, floaters. So he is never actually going to get that full percentage activated since he's always going to be with a Jiren, right? I actually should double check really quick if his passive specifies, like, self-excluded for that portion of it. For reps of 7 category ally attacking in the same turn. Yeah, so that should include him. It would say self-excluded if it wasn't going to be including him. So 10% evasion. So it'd be an additional 20%. So we're still going to have 70% evasion overall, which is really good. And then he should have a full dodge build. Oh, he doesn't. He has a full additional build. Interesting. This is another unit where it might be wise for me to change his build to be full dodge. Interesting. That's something I'll have to keep in mind. If he gets us killed and it seems like we can win with this team, but it's just like he's not quite showing out, or like getting caught here and there, I might just pause and give him a full dodge build real quick and then come back in. Because I would hate for the 7th unit, the add-in, to be the one that is getting us KO'd here, right? And obviously with the full Universe Survival Saga build, there's a lot of other units that I could bring in his place. I was looking at some of the other, like side banner units and stuff. I was potentially trying to avoid bringing like, like the 17 in Universe 7 and then like the 17 in Golden Frieza, Evo Ken, like a lot of these other units that are like the tier 2 LRs for Universe Survival Saga, right? They don't have the same power as like the UI Gokus and Jiren and stuff. They're just like a step below. I was considering bringing them, but I figured it might be better for us to just bring somebody else that we can depend on the dodging for, right? And as I say the words, he doesn't dodge. Okay, let me regroup here for a moment. I think I'm gonna take Fitboo off, and we're gonna readjust and try something else. All right, so we're gonna try out the 17 and Golden Frieza here. They're gonna be doing like a lot more damage for us too, which is good. Our DPS just went up kind of massively. Okay, the Jirens are split. That's the main thing. And then we've got some UI Gokus all around. So that is perfect so far. Rotations are starting out good. Okay, and then, yeah, we'll just keep Jiren on. We will run with the exact same strat as before. Right out the gates, I'm going to be trying to get as many same type Keyseers as I can. Hopefully we'll be getting... I think it's possible that we could get 2 Dokkan attacks. Maybe. Oh, actually... So what I was doing before with the double tech UI team... it looked like I was kind of possibly going to be able to get 2 Dokkan attacks throughout the 4 fights. But that's also with 2 tech UIs around, right? And they didn't hit very hard. And because the fights keep resetting on us, I don't think that we actually transformed into the mastered UI state like one time. The fights weren't lasting long enough for us to be able to do that. And then obviously tech UI and base, while not being great, like super great defensively, doesn't put out like a ton of damage. So I think that the fact that we've replaced that extra tech UI with a AGL Jiren, and then now we have the 17 and Golden Frieza, like we might be getting through these fights considerably quicker. So I think it's actually a safe gamble that we probably won't get 2 Dokkan attacks. Probably just will get the 1. We'll have to wait and see what happens for sure, though. I guess we'll not prioritize the same type orbs here, so we can prioritize the 24 key supers instead. I think that's probably smarter there. Okay, good. Just wait to super until after we attack. Please, please, please. That will save us a lot of HP. Alright, cool. Now we're going to be free and clear. And then if SSBE gets supered here, he should definitely double-digit tank. I'm kind of hoping he does take the super so that we can live the turn. Because obviously the other 2 units are susceptible to taking damage. I guess Jiren's probably going to be able to tank pretty fine after supering, but he just has type disadvantage instead of type advantage and guard, right? Sorry in advance if there's a little bit of coughing and sniffling throughout the video. I'm a little bit under the weather at the moment, just a bit. It was actually coming on when I was first recording these stages, and I was doing it super late at night when it was like past when I probably should have just gone to bed. And on top of just being fatigued and my throat kind of hurting and just being, that was at the end of like a 5-hour recording session or something like that. I was doing a bunch of like the anniversary battle stages and stuff, and then I hopped in here and I was already like fatigued from recording. And then it was just so much talking and talking and talking because we, couldn't get the dub for like over an hour. So yeah, just a lot of rambling. Kind of burnt me out, so I had to stop. But I'm also not feeling super shipshape at the moment. So yeah, you just have to bear with me here. Alright, well, yeah, I'm really hoping that we are able to get a quicker dub on this stage, because I do have a lot of different stuff to be recording. The day that I am recording this is the day that the part 2 of the 10th anniversary is going live. It's actually, right now, I think it's going to be going live in like 2 hours. And then I'm already behind probably... Oh no, that was a bad hit. Ooh. Okay, we know Jiren's going to be fine here. We got enough orbs for him, he should basically be invincible. And then Tech UI is really going to have to dodge at the end here. Oh, goodness. Alright, come on, Tech UI. Oh, goodness. I'm already worried. I'm already worried. There's still strong PTSD from the last time I was running him in here. Okay, that's one. We got to get, what, 4 total? Okay. Alright, there we go. Cool. Awesome, so we took a little bit of pinch damage there, so now we've got the revive up, which means I really don't need to worry about anything this turn. I'm just gonna put SSBE in the first slot and kind of hope for the best here. Okay, well, he still tanked it anyway, so yeah. We are good to go. Oh, wait, I just realized we have the revive up on this rotation. This is the Super Saiyan Blue Evolutions revive. Oh, this is actually really good. So this was not because of our HP threshold, right? So we've got the revive up on both turns now. Because SSBE has it from taking the amount of hits he needed to take, and then AGLUI has it now because of our HP threshold. So basically, we can just tune out and play, and if we do get tapped with a KO hit, then we're good to go, because we'll just revive. Sweet. That is probably, like, one of the most fun portions about the Universe Survival Saga team, is, the 6th anniversary LRs here, having those revives. They're so easy to proc now. Wow, that's ridiculous. Okay, awesome. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch out of standby with Jiren, get him into full power there. There is a super attack in the first slot. Jiren is not going to be able to tank that. His defense is far too low. So we'll just put AGLUI there. Obviously, we would want to consider putting Jiren there, just because every super attack that he tanks, he gets a massive attack bonus from it, like permanently. But obviously, I don't want him to just get KO'd there. And we're not going to really need the attack bonus for him, because we've got only 2 bars left of HP on this enemy. So we're probably just going to be finishing it off on this rotation regardless, right? Which is actually kind of a bad thing, because our HP is still pretty low, which means it's going to be low going into the next fight. And on the next rotation, we do not have our AGLUI, right? So we're not going to have the revive up on the very first turn. We're going to have to make 1 turn of survival happen with the SSBE rotation, and then we should be good to go from there, right? This is going to be a decent rotation. Hopefully there's 1 slot with no attacks. Hopefully the 3rd slot has no attacks. That would be the most ideal thing. 2. It's 2 all. Okay, I guess... Oh, shoot. How do I want to run this? I think I want to put AGL Jiren in the first slot. Maybe this is a mistake. Maybe. But unless we get clapped with like a super right away, I think we'll be fine. Jiren should be able to tank that. But the main reason I did that is just to be able to get the same type orbs for a little bit more healing here. I think that was definitely a worthwhile sacrifice. I guess we'll see if I'm going to eat those words right here. Oh, nice. He even dodged it. Okay, there we go. So we're perfectly fine. And this enemy actually can be stunned. I believe Jiren has the... Oh, well, okay. We got the attack disable, which is nice. But I think Jiren does actually have a stun chance as well. That would have been nice to see. Yeah, kind of funky that this enemy can be stunned, but not sealed. He also stuns us. If he does land a super attack, it's going to stun us, so we'll just have to be prepared for that. But yeah, I was talking before about how that stun is kind of irrelevant because of how hard the super attack's going to hit in the first place, right? And the only time that the stun, it's a one-turn stun, so the only time that it's going to be relevant is if you get hit with it in slot 1 before you attack. But if that's the case, I'm pretty sure that we're just going to get KO'd anyway, so. Okay, so again, moment of truth, we just have to have Tech UI dodge. Nice, he dodged the super, which is perfect. He absolutely would have been KO'd from that. Alright, and now we've got a revive up here. And then Evolution Blue only took 2 hits. I believe he's going to need, what, 5? 5 hits total in order to get his revive activated. I can't fully remember if it is 5. I feel like this event is kind of hard enough that I should make it a point to know that, right? But regardless, right now he's only at 2 hits anyway, so we still have a couple turns to go before that's going to be relevant for us. We are up to a full, like, 75% HP, so we're going to have to consider that. We do have to stay below 77 if we want to keep the AGL UI revive available for us. So the same type orb selection is kind of hurting here a little bit. Well, we get the revive. A failed dodge, but we get the revive. That's good. Okay, so now I guess we don't really have to worry about the revive for the rest of the fight because we don't get one again. But that is very good. I'm glad that we have them to rely on because holy moly. Okay, so we'll just have to keep track. That was one failed dodge from STR UI. Obviously, STR UI is going to suffer the same problems as Tech UI as far as the dodge or die stuff is concerned. Alright, cool. We'll get our Jiren into standby there. And then the rotations are kind of obvious from here. We'll do that. At this point, I'm just going to get as much healing as we can since we don't have to worry about any revive shenanigans. Yeah, and then we'll do that for them. Get a little bit more healing in there. Okay. We should be good to go here. Vegeta should eat this fine. This is the one instance of where the stun kind of hurts, right? Because Vegeta can survive that, but now he doesn't get to attack, right? So that's no damage that we get to do. And Jiren's in standby, so he's not going to be doing any damage either. Alright, that's good. We'll take more crits. Oh, I didn't even remember that they're going to be lowering attack and defense. That's good. That is going to be mighty, mighty helpful because some of these enemies that we're facing off against do hit quite hard. So, getting those attack lowers in is going to be very, very good, especially for those moments where, like, Jiren or SSBE is going to get tagged with something because they can kind of survive, right? So just taking a little bit less damage will be nice. That way we could potentially survive a normal with someone that was supposed to dodge, right? It would just be a feels bad for Evolution Blue to tank a super attack and then for someone else to get clicked with the normal and then we get KO'd because of that, right? So yeah, that's where the attack lowering is going to be very, very relevant for us. Okay, we'll just make sure to save all of these tech orbs for UI. Let's grab those for Jiren. Oh, we're getting a Dokkan attack already. Okay, cool. I guess we're at least lucky that the Dokkan attack is coming, you know, on a fresh phase. So we can do, like, the most amount of damage possible with it. Always feels bad when you get the Dokkan attack and the enemy only has, like, 1 bar of HP left, right? So this is actually going to be helping us progress the fight a lot. But we are only on the end of the second fight here, so maybe it is possible we could still see that second Dokkan attack. I guess we're not doing quite as much damage more than the other team as I thought, right? And part of it is because we have the Jirens, so those standby turns are affecting the damage that we do, right? Oh, and then I guess the revive counts too, right? Because we didn't get a full turn out of that. Or, well, actually, no, we did, because we got KO'd at the end of the third unit that was attacking, right? I guess that's kind of a cool point to bring up, right? That is the best way for a revive to go off, is to get all 3 of your attacks in for the turn and then die at the very, very end of the turn, so you can maximize your damage output. All right. Finally get a free and safe turn with Tech UI here. Now that he has type advantage and doesn't need it as badly, but I will definitely still take it, not having to worry about him getting us KO'd. Okay, awesome. So we'll launch this active skill. Cool. Get a little bit of free damage in there, and then we can go ahead and transform Jiren, which is perfect because we're going to be able to see where the super attack is at this turn. Oh, there isn't one. Amazing. Okay. So now here's where I have to really pause and think for a moment, because I could... No. He's got 50% HP. I was thinking of doing this. Rotating Jiren off, just to make sure if he survives that we don't get hit with any attacks in that final slot. But what this is going to do is screw up our rotations for the next 2 fights that we're going into. So I don't know if I want to do that. Probably not. I think we do just still have to risk it here. Just thinking about like the future fights coming up, we do have to risk that. I don't think that we can take that chance, unfortunately. Okay, we'll grab all these for Jiren. And then now, again, name of the game is going to be getting the same type orbs, right? Let me double check his super attack effects really quick and just make sure if there's any reason he's getting more. Yeah, no. Okay, so for this one, I'm not going to select the same type orbs. We're going to get this so he can get the 18 key. Unless this is more. Yeah, there we go. I want him to get the 18 key because he's going to get a bigger defense raise. So just in case he gets hit with a normal, we have a better chance of surviving, right? And obviously, like, he is building up stats as he dodges throughout the fight. But he's only had 1 turn of dodging, like, an attack or 2. And then on that second turn that he was around, he got hit with the 1 attack that was coming toward him. So he didn't actually build up any stats because he did get hit with the attack. He has to evade them, right? So basically what I'm saying is he's not built up at all. So he is in a very, very vulnerable state at the moment. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. I guess the risk was worth it after all, because we did have the attacking power to finish this off. Cool. I guess I didn't really factor in that that was the active skill turn for SSBE, right? So he was getting guaranteed crits. He was going to be definitely doing a lot of damage there. That definitely helped us out, right? Okay. So this is a bit of a scary moment for 17 and Golden Frieza. They've got some decent dodging in their kit. Let's see. I mean, they're getting a great defense raise here, but then any additionals don't give any more defense. So it's just the 1 great defense raise, and they don't have very high defense. Let's see. It is the first turn, so they have 50% damage reduction. That's definitely going to help, right? And then when they get attacks, they're going to be getting more and more stats building up, so that's good. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think we'll be chilling here because of that 50% damage reduction on that turn 1. I think they will be fine. Okay. I'm just trying to see, as far as the orbs here, what's the best way to go. Maybe I should put Jiren in the first slot, actually. Yeah, I like this idea. I kind of want to... This is fine. We'll do this. Okay. That, and then I can grab all these purples here for them to give them the strongest attack possible. Alright, and then hopefully, by the time the 17 and Golden Frieza come back around, we will have finished off this STR slug. Oh no, the cord. Oh, there we go. Wow, I was looking down for a little while. I'm actually not even sure when that cut out. So I guess we were looking at our rotations here on this turn. We kept Frieza and 17 in the 3rd slot. Against all of those attacks, but their damage reduction should be fine for us. And then we put Jiren up front because there was no slot 1 attacks, just to maximize the orb selection for the turn. if you missed any of that, I genuinely have no idea what was actually depicted on screen. I just looked up at my Streamlabs and saw that the cord was disconnected, like, as it was reconnecting, right? Oh, wow, I actually didn't, I keep forgetting that they get the attack and defense lower, too. That is really good. So yeah, they should be perfectly fine here if they get hit with normals. Between the attack lower, the defense raises they got from all those attacks, and then the 50% damage reduction, they should be good. Yeah. I think they might have even lived a super attack there. Maybe. Okay, again, nothing happening in slot 1. I think I want to prioritize this. We're going to put SSBE in the middle there so that he can take more attacks, so he can get closer to that, revive being activated, right? We're already at 100% HP, so I don't need all of those orbs. I think I'll just stockpile those, and we'll give, UI the 2 orbs down there. Okay, a little bit of healing coming in. That is going to be the trickiest part of this fight, making it hard for us to, protect the 17 and Golden Frieza, right? Because obviously they only had that 50% DR because it was turn 1. But when they come back around, they're going to lose all of that damage reduction. So they're going to be much more susceptible to taking damage. Granted, their stats will be a little bit better. But I don't think the trade-off is going to be worth a couple 100k defense versus 50% DR, right? The 50% DR I would definitely take over the extra defense. So we'll see how they're going to be looking here. I think I'll also double check my build on them and see. I can't quite remember what I decided to go with for them. Okay, this is post super for SSBE, so we should be fine. Yeah, we take nothing there. It's a little bit unfortunate how true that is, that he'll just, like, fully tank everything as long as he gets a couple of super attacks first. It would be nice if he'd take a bit of chip damage there, because had we taken, like, 200k or something from that, then we would be looking good because we would have the AGLUI revive up, right? Oh, I do keep forgetting to check the, his passive to see how many hits he needs to take. Let me just do that right now. Let's see, the revive happens after 5 or more attacks. Yeah, okay, so I was correct about that. Okay, put Jiren in standby. And then we do want to keep Jiren in the middle, slot, just because that's where he gets the support, right? Okay, oh, that's good. That's a lot of orbs for him. Love that. I really hope that the super attack goes down onto him. That would be perfect. Okay, let's see that heal. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, that's good. I think that the enemy's heal is based on their stats, the same way it would be for you with, like, selecting same type orbs, right? The more defense that you have, the more healing you get. So the fact that we're getting those stat lowers that happen, like with 17 and Golden Frieza lowering his attack and defense, I think that does actually affect the amount that he's able to heal too, if I'm correct. Okay. Hopefully transforming Jiren here was the right choice, because obviously, he didn't get any attacks for us because he's in standby. Oh no, please dodge. Oh, woo, that was close. That was close. Okay, so we're in that state now where it's good news and bad news because we have exactly 50% HP. But then, that means that the AGLUI revive is up, so we're good there. Okay, we did actually get pretty lucky here. Let's go ahead and launch the active. Oh, wait. I don't know if we want to launch the active because we're only on part 1 of this fight. We still have the physical Lord Slug to face after this. No, I'm not going to. We're going to keep... He just supered, so he's, like, definitely not going to super here up front. We're just going to do this. We're going to save the active skill, and then between all of this right here, between Evolution Blue Vegeta's attacks and Jiren's attacks, we should KO this Slug. And then, if we don't, then I guess we're just going to have to see with 17 and Golden Frieza, because he's going to get the a heal after Jiren, so if we don't KO him by the time Jiren finishes attacking, then we would be screwed, right? Okay, but it looks like we're going to be perfectly fine here. Alright, there we go. And 17 and Golden Frieza is safe. Alright. Now we've got the AGLUI Revive up. Oh, and we've got the, sweet, okay. Yeah, let's put Jiren into full power. Alright, all 10 links active. Goodness gracious. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and launch this active. Man, I so wish that those actives had attack breaks, because look we got this slot 1 super that we're dealing with here. Oh no. Okay, so I have a couple of options at the moment. Because remember, Jiren is getting the 50% attack bonus when we get hit with a super attack. I've done this before. I don't think that he has enough defense to survive this, especially with only 50% HP. He probably would get KO'd, especially because we just gave Lord Slug a little bit more attack because he received an attack. So I think he would die, but we do have the revive up. So the thing is, basically what I'm saying is we could survive the turn by putting UI here, or we could risk dying, but we do have the revive available, and then Jiren would get a massive attack bonus that's going to help us when they come back, right? So yeah, we do have those couple of options. I don't think I want to risk that. I think I want to just try to survive. I am pretty confident that Jiren would get KO'd there. So let's go ahead and do this. I'll grab all these. That way Jiren can get these AGL orbs. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And then I guess we just get these AGL orbs as well. All right, let's see how we do. Nice, and we get the dodge in. The only way that would have been a feels bad is if Goku got hit by that, and then we died anyway, right? Then it would have been, like, much more worth for us to put Jiren there, because we would have at least gotten the massive attack bonus with Jiren. But luckily we survived. So now we should be good to survive the turn. And then the major question is, do we have the SSBE revive up for next turn? This is turn 5. The next is going to be turn 6, which would be... So I guess if they were on 2, 4, and 6. I don't think we have it up yet. Because I'm pretty sure SSBE has only taken 4 attacks in this fight. Just 2 attacks on each of the rotations that he's been around. So I think we don't have the revive up for next turn yet. I think. We'll have to wait until the turn spawns to know for sure. But I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at. Okay, this Lord Slug is gonna keep... Oh, I thought we were getting hit by him. The new normal attack animations are a tricky thing. Okay, so because it's so late in the fight, and we're about to win it anyway, I don't think that there's really a point to transforming Jiren, because that just means it's a lot less damage that we're going to be able to do on this turn. So I think we'll go ahead and keep Jiren as he is and not do the standby. But then now it's time to launch our active skill here, which is really, really good because that's giving SSBE guaranteed crits for the turn, and we're going to need that to do as much damage as we need to, right? Okay, I'm just trying to be careful about my orb selection at the moment. Oh man, I don't know who's the better choice to put up front. Since we don't have the revive active right now. Actually, would it be smart for me to stand by Jiren and then put him in slot 1? That could be smart. I think let's do that. Yeah, sure. Let's just do that here. I don't want to risk, because if there's a super attack in that first slot, and we have type disadvantage, you know, it could be bad. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We'll get all these orbs for Jiren. That's going to give him that max damage reduction that he needs. And then... Okay, I guess we can get the one same type orb there for a little bit of healing, and then a couple here for some healing. Cool. Alright, let's see it, Jiren. What you got? Cool, there was a super attack. Okay, it was post-super, so I think that SSBE still would have survived it, but it's fine. I think I made the right choice here. I think that was fine. Because he was going to get that heal regardless. Like, I don't think that SSBE was going to be able to drain all 3 of his health bars with whatever attacks. Probably not. So yeah, he was definitely going to get the heal and go on to the second part anyway. The only difference there would have been Jiren then would have... Oh, did you see how much damage we took from that normal? 50k? Yeah, I definitely made the right choice. Are you kidding me? We would have been KO'd so quick from that super. Okay, well, yeah, I made the right choice. No! Dude, STRUI, are you kidding me? All he had to do was dodge. Okay, well, I guess there was no living that turn. That was a guaranteed death for us, for sure, because of, Man, do I... Okay, I have an idea. Let's do this. We are going to run the STR, Evolution Blue Vegeta here. Yeah, let's try this. Now that we've gotten a good handle for like what Jiren's going to be providing to the fight, since he is just going to be one of our main rotation units, we're not like depending on him for slot 1 or anything. He's pretty much just been an extra damage dealer for us and stuff. So we might as well just have the extra 20% to our leader skill, right? And then buff all of our units on the team. That's probably smart, even though obviously AGL Jiren is like way more powerful than than this new SSBE is, right? That being said, okay. We're gonna keep him on this rotation because we have the other Evolution Blue on the other rotation, right? So yeah, this is probably the best way to set things up. We'll just keep him with AGL UI, and then that means that there's never a time where he's gonna have to be in slot 1, right? Because as long as he's with AGL UI, then AGL UI will keep him protected, and then he'll just be safe in slot 2. And there's no AoEs through the entirety of this fight, so we're never going to have to worry about that kind of thing. But yeah, we'll try this out. I haven't used the Evolution Blue Vegeta much to really know like what he's capable of and stuff. So I guess we're just going to have to use him long enough to see him get hit with a super attack in one of the later phases, and then know from there if it was a good or bad idea to use him, right? Alright, obviously, one of the big problems with this character is that he does get a ton of additionals, but they're not guaranteed supers. So he can get those turns for you. Kind of think of like Glorio, right? Where it's like you can do like 7 super attacks, but you can also do 1 super attack and then just normal, and not build up any stats at all for the turn, and then just get absolutely clapped and clobbered, right? That definitely can happen to you if you're not careful. Or, well, I guess it's not a matter of being careful. It's pretty much just luck. It's all RNG, whether that happens to you or not. So, yeah. Just kind of another thing alongside the dodge or die that we have to be very consistent with. We're going to have to be consistent with getting his attacks, right? Okay. I hate when this happens where we can select a lot of same type orbs, but then, like, not really. Like, ugh. Okay. We'll just do this. And then I guess we'll just grab these 2 and grab these. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I would like to proc that first Dokkan attack pretty quick like we did last time. That would be helpful. So yeah, I'm going to continue to prioritize same type orb selection wherever we can. This is actually a really, really good turn because Int Evolution Blue here is going to get hit 5 times. So starting on turn 4, we're going to have his revive up. Obviously, assuming he doesn't dodge any of these. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so there's his 5 hits in. So yeah, for this rotation, we'll have the revive on. And then it would just be up to someone to take a little bit of damage for us to get the AGLU revive. Alright, and then we know because it's their first turn out, they're going to be perfectly fine. They are actually a pretty serviceable, like, slot 3 unit. I'm kind of liking them. Just because that first appearance, they get the 50% damage reduction, so they're going to be very, very safe, and it does give them that turn to, like, build up some attacks, right? Just to get some better stats in, and then they disappear for a couple of turns. Usually, we're not going to have to see them take too many attacks, right? Outside of, like, this first turn that they show up. So yeah, that is pretty good. Right. Oh yeah. These are going to drop everything correctly. Perfect. Okay. So get all of these, and then grab these tech orbs. Perfect. Oh no. Okay, cool. Just not dodging. Awesome. So yeah, this is basically what was happening the last time that I was running this stage. Just, you know, like this team absolutely has a capability of beating this. We have made it all the way to the cooler fight at the end. Yeah, we have made it there. We haven't made it to the second phase of cooler, but we have made it to the first phase of cooler. At this point, because we're already 40 minutes in here, I think I'm probably not going to show off the, Ooh, God, what do we do here? This is nasty. Our rotations are, like, really bad this time. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm gonna fully just back out and restart, because I want AGLUI... Or, no, wait, we can rotate one of the evolution blues around, and then we'll have our rotations fine. Yeah, okay. So it's all that we need to do to get things set up properly is we just have to survive right now with the 2 UIs we have here, and then we're good to go. Our rotations will be set at that point. But yeah, we're already 40 minutes into this recording session. I'm not going to post like a 3-hour video with just constant deaths on deaths on deaths, especially once I changed up the team. I guess it doesn't really make sense to show all the KOs that I got from a team I'm not even using to beat the event now. So yeah, probably all of that footage will just be lost at this point, which is fine because I was kind of rage quitting towards the end of it anyway. There were a lot of moments where I felt like I was there, I was gonna win, and then just one of the UI Gokus just decided to take a normal and get hit for 600k and die. So yeah, that's hopefully we have seen that happen for the last time. Just gonna be a pretty massive RNG fest running through this until the eventual moment of success. But I really would like to finish this because we still have stage 3 to beat of it. And then in an hour and a half, stages 4, 5, and 6 are going to be dropping, as well as a bunch of other content that I have to record. So yeah, would really like to move on from this event. I've already spent much... Dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He's got a 70% chance to dodge, dude. 70%. That is quite annoying. 70% plus of full dodge build. Well, I guess... Oh, he has a full crit build. Dude, back in the day, man, I'm telling you, if post, like, or pre, like, 2020, I would build my units full additional, full crit all the time. I was not doing full dodge on basically anybody, and that hurts. That definitely hurts. You know what? I'm gonna go change his build right now. We will be right back. Alright, there we go. We've got a full dodge build going for him now. 27 dodge on there on top of all the dodge in his kit. That is more like it. That's definitely what we wanted to see, right? Alright, so we had a kind of bad first rotation again, but that's perfectly fine. We'll just rotate. Yeah, no, it's good because AGLUI is not slot 7, right? Oh, yeah, and there's no upfront attacks either. Yeah, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Okay, there we go. That'll work. That will work. Yeah, we'll get the STR Evolution Blue Vegeta rotated around. He'll be with the AGLUI, and then from there, well, I guess we could rotate off Jiren to get Jiren to come around onto this rotation, so that he can be with the Int Evolution Blue. Maybe would be the best idea. And then that way, our 3 floaters will just be STR UI, Tech UI, and Frieza and 17. Yeah. I think that probably is the best way to set up this team build, considering the only units that have gotten us killed are the ones that are not dodging when they're supposed to, right? I think we're definitely sitting pretty with this strat. I'm very confident that we can do it. I'm very confident we can do it. I'm honestly going to be a little bit salty if we do get very close again and then find out that this STR Evolution Blue Vegeta wasn't the right choice, you know? I mean, so far he's cooking. He's doing a lot. We got a lot of damage in there. Dude, he's still going. He's still going. Wow, we did about 50% of the enemy's HP there. Obviously, when he does that many super attacks, he isn't going to be taking any damage from those supers. And we're never going to put him in slot 1 to find out, like, what would happen there, right? No way, not happening. Alright. See how we do this turn. Shouldn't be too bad. One thing I'm trying to think about, I don't know if I've noticed our attack stats kind of increasing since, of using the updated leader skill. I think it would be a little bit more noticeable if I also had an SCR, Blue Vegeta, because then, you know, we'd be going up by 40% instead of just 20%. But yeah, I don't know. Also haven't, like, really gotten that far in the fight since we started using this team to see, like, what these guys look like fully built up and stuff, right? We're probably going to have to get to the second fight, at least. Get through, like, the first phase of Turles, and then on that second phase of Turles, there'll be enough turns in that everybody's, like, built up their stats and stuff, and we can start seeing what their peak numbers are going to look like, right? Because AGLUI on his own team, I think he gets up to, like, 18 million. Also, consider, for me, he has a full dodge build. He doesn't have, like, additional stats and stuff in his kit. From, like, the hidden potential builds and whatever. So, yeah, he just got full dodge for me. So, that does affect his damage output and stuff a little bit. But, yeah, then, like, on his own team, he's putting out, like, 18 million. And then, on the Jiren team, he was putting out, like, 20 million, I noticed. So, we'll see with the additional 20% there if he's going to be putting out, like, 21, 22, maybe. We'll see. Okay, we just have to wait for Jiren to get to this rotation, and then all of our rotations are officially locked. For, like, the duration of the fight. This should be a pretty easy clap right here. Obviously, Blue Vegeta's not going to be KO'd. Oh, yeah. Wait, what the heck? This guy can critical hit us? Since when? Oh, I see. Okay, so he's had an ability this entire time. Chance to perform a crit 30% when HP is 30% or less. So it's only because his HP is really low that he had the ability to do that. Wow. And then obviously we know that crit ignores defense. That's why we got hit so hard. Whoa. Okay, well, this is actually scary now. Hold on. This is actually really scary. Well, it shouldn't be too scary because we've got 70% chance to dodge, and then 50% DR. Yeah, there we go. Okay, maybe, we'll never really know, but maybe the fact that I just gave him a full dodge build came in clutch right there. I actually can't believe that, like, this entire time, what I mean by the entire time, quote-unquote, is since the 8th anniversary, when the 6th anniversary LRs got their EZAs, or was it the 9th anniversary? I actually don't remember. But since I started using their EZAs and like Universe Survival Saga became a good team again, I have been using that STRUI on these teams a lot. And this entire time, he hasn't had a full dodge build. So maybe that has really contributed to my lack of success with that character. Interesting. Okay, get a little bit of healing in going here, I guess. No, I kind of want to get the orbs just to ensure the death, right? Well, he's already really low. He's got 1 bar, and we have AGLUI up there. Yeah, he should be fine. That should be fine. Because we still do get the 24 key super for him, right? It's worth getting the extra healing in. Based on what we've been seeing happen. Want to sponge out every little bit of HP that we can, right? Alright, yeah. Easy peasy. Moving on to the next fight. Things are going to look a little bit scary here, because we are below that HP threshold. So, again, like usual, we got to survive 1 turn. And then we'll have the AGLUI revive up. Alright, 3 attacks up front. Yeah, let's go ahead and put Evolution Blue there. I think we're going to do this. We shouldn't go over 77% with all these orbs. Definitely not. Yeah, 71, that's fine. I don't know if we're going to survive this, actually. Okay, we do. We do. But yeah, obviously you got stunned, so now we don't get to do any damage there. Which I guess the slower we go, we just have a better and better chance of getting a second Dokkan attack in that cooler fight later on, right? So that's not the worst thing ever. And then Jiren stunned him, so that's actually really good. And that is a 2-turn stun, because I'm pretty sure that's a super attack effect stun, not a passive skill stun. Yeah, he's still stunned now. So perfect. We are like fully chilling at this point then. I guess we'll grab those orbs. Nice. Lots of STR orbs there. Yeah, name of the game at this point, we need healing. We need to heal, right? Holy moly. Shoot. Yet again, I forgot to keep track of the attacks that Evolution Blue took. Oh, well, actually, silly me. I keep forgetting that I can just double check these things now. We can just straight up look on the card and see when he comes around onto rotation. So we'll take a look at that on the next turn. I want to say it was 3 attacks that he took. I got a little bit distracted by like the super attack and the stun and stuff. All right. Wow. Well, geez, we're probably are we just gonna finish off this first phase right here? Because we still have a type advantage attacker at the end. Yeah. Wow. We are. His HP is low enough. We're just gonna finish this off and go on to the next phase of the fight here. Surely. We'll just have to see how much damage they do. Should be enough. Maybe? One more? Perfect. There we go. Okay, so it would have been better for us not to finish that off, just because this rotation doesn't have the revive up. Okay, we get the Jiren standby. I think we do want to proc the standby just for the additional support. I can't remember exactly how much the support is. Since I'm using this team so much, I might as well get to the point where we're memorizing these cards, right? So let's see. When he is in the 2nd or 3rd slot, he's giving 70% attack. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, that's definitely good. I guess we get these orbs, and then he's gonna get a lot, because he gets the, I guess let's peek at the damage reduction specifics here. So he's getting 11% per key sphere, right? So if you select 10 orbs, oh wait, but he has 50 in base, so you literally only need 5 orbs, and then he's at 100% damage reduction, and is actually factually invincible. Okay, who's coming up next? Blue and red. Okay, we'll grab these then. Open up those blue orbs there. Do we live this? I don't think we live this. Yeah, wow. Okay, well, that's an unfortunate placement for a super attack. Had we not KO'd on that last turn, we would have been fine. Because then we would have had the Evolution Blue rotation happen. And then beyond the Evolution Blue rotation, that would have finished off that fight, and then we would have had the AGL revive up again. Okay, EU. Really bad rotations here. So we're going to have to first rotate off Evo Blue and then rotate off Jiren. Okay, sounds good. But this first fight isn't too hard, and it's one phase, so we should be a little bit better here. Man, oh man, we're just gonna go quick, I guess. Ugh. So yeah, we're yet again approaching an hour of attempts and no success on this stage. This is an absolute nightmare at this point. I went and beat the first stage. I can't. It's been like 3 days and 1.5 million attempts since I did the first stage. I can't even remember what team I used on that first stage. I'm trying to jog my memory if I did like Uncontrollable Power with the Broly team, or if I did. I think I did do Uncontrollable Power. Maybe I put some of the Janembas and like Buhan there and stuff. Maybe that was what I did. If so, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. And I went with, like, the slot 1 Janemba build. So yeah, we did that for the first stage. And then I wanted to switch up and do, like, the Evolution Blue. Or not the Evolution Blue specifically, but, like, you know, a Universe Survival Saga build. For the second stage here. Just because I noticed how hard the enemies were hitting in that first stage that I was like, okay, well, if we just go for full dodge, then we should be fine, right? Because if you're not taking anything. But I didn't factor in that we have to dodge for, like, 40 consecutive turns back to back to back to back in order to no-item this thing successfully, right? So, yeah, and even, like, bringing items, I mean, we probably could beat this pretty easily with items, but I think it would be even easier for us to beat with a different team if we were using items. Dodge or die is not typically where you want to rely on using items, because it's like, your rotations are pretty much always going to look like you can survive, right? So you're not going to really know when the best times are to apply the items on the quote-unquote weak rotations. Because, like, I mean, for example, we've only had, like, 1 or 2 losses so far where I was like, yeah, it's a loss just because of the start of the turn, right? Usually it looks like, okay, we have a fighting chance here because of all of the maximum capabilities of these kits, and then they just fail us, right? Whereas if you're using a different team where, you know, you have some turns where, you know, your team is just protected by itself anyway, and then you know you don't have to use items, and then there's a couple of other rotations where you have, like, those off-kilter turns, then you go ahead and use your items to keep yourself safe, right? So if we did resort to the point of wanting to use items, I would probably just not use the Universe Survival Saga team anymore. One thing I think we will maybe cave, if this run is not the run, if this run right here is not the run, we will start using the Universe Survival Saga support memory, just to give ourselves a little bit more stats, help us get through these fights a little bit quicker. Could be good. But then, yeah, I probably still won't use any actual items, Whises or Ghost Ushers or anything like that, right? And the reason why I'm okay with doing that is because the, one, the support memories don't require any, knowledge or skill. As far as when you apply items, you have to know when the best time is to use those things, right? You have to know which items you should be using at what moments. So there's, like, an extra layer of battle there. And obviously, as I am making YouTube videos, I have no idea what their active does. Is it one of the... is it like the Evoken active where it gives them a ton of attack and takes all their defense away? Oh, it just gives them defense. Okay. Who do we want to keep on? Let's keep on Jaren, or let's keep on Tech UI. I think is probably smart. Oh yeah, but we might as well launch the active, right? No sense in not doing that, as they are not going to get another turn on this battle. But see, the other reason why I'm okay... because I was saying, you know, because I want... specifically for this being a YouTube video, I kind of want it to be like a showcase, but also a little bit of a guide. I do a lot of guide content on my channel, and that's usually the way that I format these, you know, challenge runs and things like that. To be honest, doing challenge runs is kind of my least favorite part of the game. I've gotten to the point where I've done so much other grinding on other things. I just enjoy playing other parts of the game more, but... yeah, and especially for making content, I would say doing the challenge stages is my, like, least favorite portion of creating content. And that's just because I feel like I don't really get to guide the narrative of the video that I'm making, right? If I'm making a guide video for something, if I'm just making a tutorial that's just based in me talking, I get to fully guide how all of that goes. Or if I'm showing off a specific element of something in-game, I can load up a fight and then, like, force something to happen if I'm trying to show off something, right? But for challenge content, it's just kind of up to the whims of, like, the bosses. And if you aren't winning, then you aren't winning, right? And so it makes recording sessions take a lot longer. You know, for instance, I have been working on this one stage for 2.5 hours worth of recording, which means I've been rambling into a microphone for 2.5 hours, and it is spending a lot of my vocal dollars. And with part 2 coming up in now 1 hour, I still have a bunch more recording that I want to get done, and I'm probably not going to be able to finish it all today because I'm so behind, because I can't beat this stage, right? So yeah, can be quite a bit of a nuisance. when we're failing these stages over and over and over. But anyway, that was a side tangent on what I was saying, that I do like these to be, like, guided videos. So I really don't like to use items to be like, look, here's how you beat it. Just make sure the enemy can't attack you by using an item, and then you can beat it, right? Like, obviously that's not what I want to be showing off to you guys as, like, possible, or what the units that we can use are capable of. But I am okay using support memories for one simple reason. Because whenever there is a no item mission built into the game, they always allow you to use support memories. They don't count support memories as items. So if Dokkan Battle is not going to count a support memory as an item, then I'm not going to count a support memory as an item. So yeah, I would be perfectly fine to use those. Obviously, the preferred method would be to not use any support memories. But yeah, I will resort to using them probably at this point, just because it's been so long and I really want to get through the stage. But yeah, then for the next stage and any of the future stages of this event, I'm probably not going to use, like, the whole dodge or die thing. I think maybe we'll go with a Glorio team on the next run. We'll go for, like, an accelerated battle bit. I think that could be good. Unless, oh, no. I am recalling now. That's why I had the double Janemba first rotation, was because of Glorio. I did an accelerated battle team on the first stage. I am recalling now. But yeah, so I might run back another Glorio team for the third stage. I wanted to keep it interesting for you guys and, like, switch up the team builds, but this event is genuinely so freaking hard. Like, we can't really mess around like this, so we're so deep and committed with the Universe Survival Saga team on this stage at this point, we're just gonna stick with it. But yeah, beyond this, we'll probably switch away from this, just in the interest of time. Okay, this is looking good because that's their first turn out. We don't have to worry about Evolution Blue taking any attacks. They've got the 50% damage reduction. AGLUI never takes anything, right? Actually, I'm trying to think. So I know that AGLUI took a couple of deaths for me the other day when I was trying this stage with the alternate team build I was doing. I can't remember. I don't think he's gotten any deaths for us today. Maybe one? Did he have one that was, like, right away at the very beginning of the fight? I think so. But I know SCR-UI has been getting hit more. And then Tech UI, I remember, has died at least once today, too. Okay, yeah, we are big chillin'. Phase 1 of Turles is about to be done here. Alright, and we're actually sitting very pretty on this run. We're still at 100% HP, basically. I guess the longer we can do that, the better. Like, obviously, it is nice to have those revives up so that we know if we're just going to get tanked with, like, one super attack, or one attack in general that's going to take all of our HP, then it's nice to have that, the revives available. Okay, do we want to stand by Jiren for the extra damage? Yes. We will do that. It's a little bit late in the fight because we had to rotate him around onto this rotation, so he didn't actually get, he's not going to get the chance to, like, do the second portion and do the finish skill and go full power and everything, but okay, we should live this. We should live this. We usually have been living this at full HP. Oh, no. It was the first part, the int one we can live, the AGL one we can't. That's actually the exact same death as the last run. That is literally the exact same death. It was the very start of the AGL Turles fight, and then we got supered with Int Evolution Blue Vegeta and got KO'd. That was the exact same thing that happened last time. Oh my god. Oh, this fight is driving me insane, dude. I'm starting to mald so hard. I just want to move on. I'm already like 4 or 5 days behind on content, and I took the entire day off yesterday. So two nights ago was when I first recorded this stage. I didn't get the W. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I just stopped recording. And then now we're dealing with this, doing it again. Yeah, I still have so much stuff I want to record, bro. Can we please? Like, I genuinely might just have to stop trying this for now, and then just go record the other stuff in the game, and then just eventually come back to this. But as far as like views are concerned, I would like to finish this fight as quickly as possible so I can get the video out. Because if I'm having this much trouble with one of the best teams in the game, I can imagine that the greater portion of the Dokkan community is not able to beat this, because my account is more stacked than 99% of the player base, right? And these are all like link level 10 units. Most of them are rainbowed as well. So like if you're coming in with like a bunch of 55% that are at link level 3 and 4 or whatever, you don't have good equips on them, right? Or maybe you're even missing a couple of these units and you have to use more lackluster options. You are probably going to be suffering through a nightmare, right? Though it is true you can use items, so if you're using items, it's probably not going to be as big of a deal, right? But yeah, man, I just think that, like, regardless of being able to use items or not, the stage is very, very hard. So people are going to be running to YouTube to look for guides and tutorials on how to beat it, right? And watch other content creators see what strats they go in with. So yeah, basically every minute that I spend not beating the fight is every minute that I'm losing views, because people are searching this constantly on YouTube looking for strats to beat the fight, right? So I really would love to get a W in here so we can get the video up. But that is going to be up to our units to come and clutch for us, so we'll see, we'll see. Okay, I think we're in a bad spot right now. We actually... Okay, well, that wasn't it. Yeah, we had horrible rotations from the start here, so I just kind of had to run it how I had to run it, but that really wasn't it, unfortunately. Okay, does this suck again? I mean, I guess the only way this would suck is if the STR Evolution Blue is in slot 7. If he's in slot 7, that's a pain in the ass. Otherwise, we're fine. Oh, the STR one was here. I thought the int one was here. So yeah, the int one is on the other rotation, so that's fine. So our rotations are set already. We'll just rotate Jiren off, and then he'll go around to the other rotation. We'll be fine. We're good to go there. Oh, man. What's the farthest we made it today? We have made it to Physical Lord Slug. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have made it to phase 5 out of 7 today. We almost made it. Because I remember that one, where we got the farthest was the Physical Lord Slug, and then he had less than 1 HP bar left, and then STR UI got hit with a normal and died. So yeah, that's the closest we've gotten today, is 5 out of 7. Almost to 6 out of 7. And now here we are, back at 1. You know, maybe this would make a good stream. So yeah, fun fact, since the very inception of my YouTube career, I have not done a live stream, ever. Partly because since I started my YouTube account, I have lived in 6 different houses in 6 different cities, spanning 2 states, and for a year living in a car. So all of and 100% of those places have had subpar Wi-Fi access. I haven't lived in a single place that has had access to good Wi-Fi. Some of the locations were viable for like fiber internet and things, but just my financial situation at the time, or the people that I was living with that already had things set up, just didn't allow for me to be able to take advantage of really good high-speed internet. So yeah, I have been dealing with lackluster internet problems basically since I started YouTube, is my point. So that's why I've never really live streamed, just because I know anytime I do smaller little live stream things, as far as on Discord, anytime I'm playing other video games with friends and then I'm just sharing my screen with them on Discord, or if it's even Dokkan things, sometimes I do hop into the voice chats and stuff in my Discord server. Check out the link in the description below. But yeah, so, usually people will let me know that the quality of what I'm outputting to them is really bad. And I also know very little about the technical, you know, behind the scenes aspects of what it takes when you're streaming. Like, I know how to set up the basics for a stream because it's the exact same way as what I'm using Streamlabs for YouTube videos, right? There's basically no difference as far as setting it up. Like, you just have to have the stream channel set up so that all of the audio channels run through onto the live stream and everybody can hear all aspects of what you're outputting, whether background music, your voice, the game audio, things like that, right? I know how to do that part of it, but then when it comes to setting up like your bit rate, I know is a really big thing, and like whatever resolutions you want to be outputting and stuff, like all of that, I just put my hands in the air. I don't know anything. So until I would have somebody else that's like a little bit more familiar with streaming who could like jump in and help me troubleshoot those things, that's why I haven't bothered to like go live on YouTube and do actual like live stream content, right? But I am kind of considering learning how to do it in honor of this fight. Because I feel like it would be a lot less stressful for me if I was on live stream and I had people to chat with. Because one, right now, my brain is firing on all cylinders. Because one of the biggest tips that I've been given as a smaller YouTuber is your voice is everything, right? Especially because I'm not using face cam. So when I stop talking in a video, watch this. Watch this. It's pretty exciting, right? When nothing's happening but just the visuals on screen, and the person that's supposed to be guiding you through the experience is just gone. I'm basically a tour guide, right, through the video. So I got to keep constantly talking and talking and talking and talking and talking to keep the audience entertained, to keep the engagement up, to keep people entertained and want to, you know, continue watching the content. But yeah, that just means I'm expending a lot of energy. Not only like the physical energy because I'm constantly breathing in, taking deep breaths. I'm a very, you know, animated speaker and talker. Part of the reason why my cord unplugs so much while I'm playing in jiggles is because I am moving my body around. I'm a hand talker, so I am, you know, being very, very, you know, when I'm being explanatory and things like that, I'm doing a lot. Just to stay engaged with you guys in the content. But it is very, very hard to keep that up for like 3 hours straight while I'm recording these videos. At least if I was on live stream, I would feel a little bit more comfort in just chillaxing a bit, because it's just a different vibe. It's a different experience. They're a little bit more low key, right? Rather than when you're in a YouTube video, it's got to be like this big hype thing the whole time. So yeah, that's kind of one of the benefits. One of the benefits would be of live streaming this stuff is that I could just then chill a little bit. And then for the brain work side of things, the reason why it would be good is because right now, like I said, my brain is firing on all cylinders because every time I finish a thought, if I don't want there to be a gap of time where I'm not speaking, I have to think of something else to say. And then I'm just constantly doing that the entire video, right? Whereas in a live stream, I would have a chat. There would be a chat asking me questions, and then I could just sit there and tune out and just answer questions from chat and just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. It would be so much easier. So yeah, I definitely do understand at this point why there are a lot of content creators out there that choose to just live stream versus, you know, going in on the YouTube content. I think that that's a much more common... Well, I guess it isn't more common, but like I can see why some people choose to do it that way instead of primarily putting out YouTube videos and then doing the occasional live stream for special stuff. That in the reverse, they just live stream all the time and then will rarely put out YouTube videos. And I guess it also depends like what kind of games you're playing and stuff. Certain games work a lot better for live stream content, right? Like if you're like a Fortnite player, it's harder to make individual YouTube videos around it, right? Because it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. It's like with this game, and there's tons of different types of content that we're going into. With a game like Fortnite or like Valorant or things like that, you're basically doing the exact same thing over and over and over. So every YouTube video that you would make would kind of be similar. I guess it would be different with like hero fighters or things like that, where there's a lot of different characters that you can use because you could do different showcases for things, right? But if it is any of those just like arena fighter, like battle royale type of games, then yeah, it makes sense that you would just hop in and stream because people just want to see the game played, but they don't really need to watch specific YouTube videos of it. They might as well just tune into a live stream and watch a bunch of matches happen, right? And then be able to like interact with whatever creators. So yeah, it depends on what kind of content. Obviously this game being built the way it is works a lot better for individual videos and stuff. But yeah, I think it, you know, and I could still make YouTube videos out of the stuff that I am live streaming. I, you know, could like in post pull the winning run of this event out of the live stream and then just make that a YouTube video. And then I would just have to make like a special intro for it, which would be perfectly fine because I've got plenty of footage of that already that I could just clip something together, use the intro from the start of this video, and then just show the winning run after, right? So yeah, might consider doing that, but I do have an idea of... I gotta ask Kaido. You guys should be familiar with Kaido at this point. If you're not, he is the one that built my Discord server for this YouTube channel. We did some summons on his account, actually a lot of summons, like 3,000 plus stones worth of summons at the start of the anniversary, and he was in voice chat with me while we were doing that, so he's got a little feature on the channel now. But yeah, he is much more tech savvy than I am, so I might reach out to him and see if he might be able to get me set up with starting live streaming. That would be very, very clutch, if so. Alright, well, we are having a decent run here. This is good so far. We are, again, back to the same point we were at. So we've got... we're at the start of the second phase of the Turles fight here. And we are, again, just going to pray that there is no super attack at that beginning. I mean, there's a lot of attacks there, too, is the thing. So if there is going to be... Oh, dude, why is he getting hit so hard? Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, at least he's built up... Okay, we're good. If Jiren gets supered, he should survive. And then, obviously, we just have to dodge at the end there. Because with type disadvantage, too, I think we'll definitely take more than 500k on that attack. Like, kind of definitely, right? Okay, no super on Jiren, that's good. And then now we just gotta dodge this. I want this to be a super attack, and then we dodge it. There's a specific reason why. Okay. Alright, wasn't a super, but we did dodge. So we live. Had that been a super... So there wasn't a super on the first turn, which means now it's very likely that there's a super, like, now. So that's why it would have been definitely been better to have the super on that last turn. That way we know we'd get a longer cooldown. But we are okay because we have the revive up right now. So we should be sitting pretty for that. Okay, I guess, yeah, that's fine. Those orbs, and then, sweet. Get a little bit more healing in there. Alright. See how much damage we can put in here. It's nice not to have to be worried on this turn. Just because we do have that revive, so regardless of what happens, we're going to be moving on to the next rotation anyway. Live or die, that will happen. Wow, holy moly. Okay, so I am double grinding. Basically, throughout the entirety of the 10th anniversary, I have been double grinding. Pretty much since, like, 2 weeks before. Because I mentioned that I did some summons on my boy Kaido's account. And in preparation for that summon video that I did, I borrowed his account for a couple of weeks, and I farmed up, like, 3,000 free-to-play stones. Well, he had, like, 600 to start, so it was, like, 2,400 stones that I farmed up for him. And yeah, and then the anniversary started. I did the oh, are we KO'd here? This is the moment. We wanted to see this. We were waiting for this for a while. Okay, there it is. So even after getting like multiple super attacks, then getting hit with a type, he did have type disadvantage there is the thing. And then he took like 800k, which I believe is about our entire full HP pool if it's like at its max. So we'll just have to keep that in mind for later. But that was type disadvantage too. So we definitely took a lot more damage than we would have had that been. Ooh, excuse me. Had that been type neutral or type advantage. Oh, sweet. We can actually put Jiren in. Oh, I wonder if this counts. I don't think Jiren gets the. So he's got the support part of his passive, right? When he's... Oh, it says when the character is the second or third to obtain key spheres. Ah, so they did this on purpose. The reason why they worded it like that is because if he was just in the third slot, then it counts right now, and then that means active skills would proc it too. But you have to actually select the key spheres first, which means, like, if I wanted to get the attack bonus for this active skill, I would first have to select orbs with Jiren right here, and then float him. So, yeah, that's... They're very tricky. They're very tricky. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, all right. And then perfect with the finish skill effect, we're going to see if there are any super attacks. No super attacks. Okay, cool. So we win this fight for free. I actually should have selected not any same type orbs. Well, let's see. Where are we at here with STR? Yeah, okay. We've already committed to the bit, so we're just gonna do it. But we did just revive, right? So we were at... Oh, no, it's perfect. Oh, no, not quite. We're still too high, yeah. I was gonna say, we revived, so we were at 77% HP. So if we didn't get any healing at the start of this turn, that was probably the play. Because then we would have... with that 20k that we took, we would have been down to 76%, and then that means at the start of the next fight, we would have the revive up with AGLUI, right? So, I did misplay here. Just let it be known, if we take an L on this next phase here, I played it wrong, and I set myself up for that. We absolutely should have made sure that the revive was still available, right? Especially because we had it hard confirmed that there was no super attacks that we were going to take there, so we did not need the healing. But yeah, now we're up to 85%, so unfortunately, no revive here. Okay, but this is good. We do have the potential, we have the capability to dodge every single attack here. Only the UIs are being targeted, so that's good to start. Okay, and that's... Alright. So now we're up to 90%. We get the revive, or not the revive, the Dokkan attack here, which is very good. A fresh enemy HP pool is always what you want to see with these revives. Dokkan attacks. I'm so focused on the revive, I'm sorry. Wow, dude. We're almost at an hour and a half here. Man, I'm really hoping this is the run. Oh, actually, I'm just realizing now, we did get KO'd one more time since I said I was going to use the support memory, and I didn't actually apply it. I think I was in the middle of a heated rant at the moment about recording and live streams and all that. But yeah, so that will apply here. If I guess the next point that we get KO'd and then we remember to put it on, we'll put it on. That's the promise I'll make to you at this point. Alright, so I feel like forever this is going to kind of be the better rotation, just because of the AGLUI. So I guess, yeah, this is really good. I was going to say, I guess I'm hoping that we don't KO here. That way we can do the weaker rotation. Not everybody's going to have to attack. We can just do, like, the attacks with, like, the first two... Bro. Okay, we lit... Oh, my goodness. He got hit with that, took 600k, and then the Dokkan attack healed us at the end of the turn. Thank you, thank you. Oh, my goodness. That's exciting. Okay, I take that back because I forgot about the heal that... that slug gets, right? The heal that he gets, unfortunately, is going to make it so that we do have to do a lot of damage this turn in order to KO. Not going to be like a super free win or anything. Yeah, we're not doing enough damage here. This Vegeta, this is his first turn on the fight, right? So he's not built up at all yet. And with not taking any hits before getting attacked, he literally had no build up at all, so that was a pretty weak turn from him. Okay, we're post super attack, so I think we'll be okay here. Yeah. Cool, cool. That's good. See, that's the kind of damage I wish we were taking a little bit more in this fight here. Oh, I was in the middle of a rant, but I interrupted myself. I was talking about how I'm double grinding. So I was saying that I was, you know, grinding up all of those stones for Kaido pre-anniversary, and then once I was finished with that, we went and made the summoning video. I gave him back his account, and then that kind of inspired me to pick up my JP account again, since I was, like, at that point pretty used to, like, grinding 2 Dokkan accounts every day. And I was just thinking about, because I don't have the funds to do a ton of summoning this time around. That was one of the biggest benefits of being able to use his account in the first place, right? Because I didn't get to do a lot of my own Part 1 summons, unfortunately. And the same is going to be true for Part 2, if not even more true, right? Because I did buy all the ticket packs and stuff in the Part 1 of the anniversary, but I think I'm probably not even going to be able to do that for Part 2. At least definitely not, like, when the banners go live. I might have to wait a week or two to get another paycheck, and then we'll see from there. But yeah, so I'm most likely not going to be really putting out maybe no summon video at all on my main account for Part 2, maybe just one small one. So I wanted to make sure, because it's 10th anniversary summons, they're so hype, I wanted to make sure that we were going to get some good content in there. So since the day one start of the anniversary, I've been grinding the ever-living heck out of my JP account that I haven't touched in about a year. So I have a lot of untapped content that I am going to be able to, you know, grind through. And I have been grinding through a lot of it. So yeah, I've got a lot of stones saved up, so we'll be able to do a massive summoning video for Part 2 as well. But yeah, so because of that, I am double grinding. So I am, you know, while you guys see one version of the game on screen here, there is always a second one going on my second phone that I have. So okay, would have been nice to get some same type selections here, but that's fine. I'm comfy with how I selected the orbs here. I think we'll be all right. We still have a lot of HP left. We're not, like, detrimentally low or anything, so I don't think we needed to risk selecting the same type orbs. We can just prioritize the damage we're doing here. Perfect. So my point to bringing up the double grinding thing in the first place was that I am currently grinding an Easy A. So I already went and did all of the Easy A's again, like up to stage 30, or for the LR1 stage 10. Those are, like, good to go at this point. Do a super. Please super me. Super. Ah, he didn't super. He didn't super at all with this turn, which means he's probably guaranteed to super next turn. And that's bad, right? Would have rather had Jiren tank the super with his 100% damage reduction than have to deal with it, like, right here or something. It's alright. We still got a pretty strong rotation, so we should be okay. But yeah, so I am just grinding, like, because I want to be able to focus on the content that I'm showing you guys, and I don't want to be, like, grinding some challenge event or something where I have to really pay attention on the JP account. And I've already used my stamina bar for the day, so I would just be doing challenge content, like Super Battle Road stages or legendary events or something, just to farm up stones. But in between doing that, when I'm focused, you know, heavily on my global account, or, like, let's say I'm editing YouTube videos and I'm only, like, link leveling on my global and I'm just, like, passively playing. And then usually what I do for the JP account is I pull up an Easy A stage, and then I just start farming statues, because I am massively low on Zenny, right? No, there's no way he got hit. Goku, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god, I can't believe we have to start again. We got back to phase 5 out of 7 again, and then immediately died. Oh, this is taking everything out of my heart and soul, you guys. I am getting so frustrated here. I effectively have done nothing today. I effectively, like, I might as well have been sitting in the corner staring at the fucking wall for the last hour and a half of my life, because I haven't gotten a single thing done. Oh, God, this is so frustrating. Okay. Well, I did remember this time, so we're gonna go ahead and put on the support memory, and I think, you know what? This is my official rage crit right here. We are going to use items. We're just gonna use items. Screw it. Take that off. I'm gonna use Guide Robo. Yeah. Because we're always facing off against one enemy, so this is going to be good. Yeah. Alright. We are gonna get the dub right here. We're not losing again. We're not losing again. This is I am over it. I have way too much content to put out. No, I refuse to accept this. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that just happened. Okay. Yeah, and garbage rotations, cool. AGL UI is gonna be here, so we need the STR Blue Vegeta here, but then you see the problem, right? Yeah, like, oh my god. Oh, dude, I can't frame one use an item. That's not gonna get us the dub. Frame one item, that's not it at all. There's no way. We just have to survive the turn. And I mean, it's the very first 500k. That is a joke. Oh, this stage is a joke, dude. Oh my goodness. And we don't even, because we had AGL UI 7th slot, we don't even get the revive next turn, even though we took all that damage. Oh, that just feels so bad. My god, this event is so frustrating. I can't believe it. Okay, I think I'm I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. Because there's a lot of things going through my head right now, right? There's a lot of desires that I have. One, I have the desire to not be playing this stage anymore so that I can actually utilize my day off of work to progress on YouTube, which, you know, in place, I've been recording for an hour and a half. I could have recorded like 4 videos by now and had them all finished, but instead I've gotten 0 videos done, right? So that's the first desire. The second desire is to get this completed video up on the channel so that I can start getting views on it before it's 2 weeks old and then no one cares anymore because everyone's already beaten it, right? And then all of this effort going in for me to, if I swear to God, if this video gets 20 views, I'm gonna delete my channel. Like, ugh. Like, I've put in way too much for this one. But yeah, I don't know. God. I also just have the desire to clear it so that it's finished, so I kind of want to just use items to get it done. Maybe I'll just post like a fail. I did this before a long time ago where I was really trying really hard to beat. I think I was no iteming a certain Super Battle Road stage. It was back when I very first started my Dokkan channel. I did not what's it called? I did not like follow the same like content creator meta where you're putting out a bunch of videos that are based on all the new content that's releasing and, you know, making videos updating people on the new content that's about to release, data downloads, you know, new content available, things like that. I was simply just running through all the Super Battle Road stages trying to no item them. That was like how I kind of got my start. So yeah, while I was doing that, I remember using the modified Janemba from Dragon Ball Heroes. I think it might have been like the Kuroda Body and Mind stage, if I remember correctly. And I was failing so much while I was doing it that I put out like 3 or 4 videos of me just doing failed runs over and over and over and hoping to get the W on the next. So maybe we have finally approached a stage that's like hard enough that I could do that again and just be like, here's I don't actually beat it in the video and we just got to come back and like try again. Maybe we could do that. But it's fine. We're not going to have to do that because we're going to win right here. This is the run, guys. This is the one. We're going to do it. I believe. I believe. Oh, that was a pretty massive heal from them. I did like that. That was good. They do get a pretty sizable defense once they built up a little bit, so that's cool. Okay, this should be fight 1 down. Should be. Obviously, assuming we continue to dodge like we're supposed to, right? Oh, well, actually, no, it definitely is going to be because we have the revive up. Alright, and we did actually, like, make it back into, like, a good standing, right? Our HP is at a reasonable capacity at this point. We got our rotation set up, so that's kind of the one saving grace about this is that, I mean, I guess you could also just like always jump out and jump back in if your rotations are bad, but this first fight does really grant you the access to like set up your rotations properly for the remainder of the fight, right? Please KO here. Please. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Simply wanted that in the interest of time, right? Obviously, again, it would have been better to not KO, because if we didn't KO, then we would be doing this rotation on the last fight, which means we would be popping up right here with the AGL UI Revive ready to go. With that in mind, we are going to not select same type orbs here, maybe? Is that smart? I mean, it probably doesn't make a difference, right? Like, if we get hit, we're just gonna, like, lose. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the revive up. Let's try that. We haven't really, like, focused toward that strategy at all yet. So let's start doing that now. We'll see how we can fare here if we don't have the revive, or if we focus on making sure we have the revive there rather than trying to heal. Okay. And then starting next turn, we can kind of abandon that strategy. It's just when we know we have one turn coming up right now where the revive would be available, and we're already right below the HP threshold, we might as well just make sure we can salvage so that we get one free turn next turn just in case. But yeah, then from that point on, it's probably not too smart to stay below, because if we stay below the 75% that we're at now on the next turn, then we have to not only do it the next turn, but then the turn after right here too. So yeah, it's a pretty big gamble. We could probably abandon that strat, but okay. So far so good though. We did, oh nice, we stunned. Oh, okay, well then yeah, now we can definitely abandon the strat. Or actually, wait. Because we stunned, we know we're not going to take any damage on the next rotation, which means we're back to only having to survive one turn of his onslaught, right? Oh no, the cord. Okay, we did one attack. He's stunned, so he didn't do any attacks. We're moving on to the next rotation. Okay, next rotation's getting set up. Rainbow orb change happens. Cool. Okay, great. Thank you, Cord. You suck. Alright, so he is stunned, which means I'm going to put Vegeta up front so that the UIs can be linked together, because they'll get more links. Yeah, it's just Kamehameha that activates, but yeah, we'll do that. Okay, yeah, let's try and stay below the 75, if we can. I guess. Yeah, we actually are doing pretty cool. So we have the revive up now, which obviously doesn't matter for this turn because of the stun. But then on the next turn, once Evolution Blue Vegeta gets hit one time, we get his revive up as well, which we won't be able to use it next turn, but then the following rotation after, which is relevant, right? Because we're only on turn 2 of this fight. We still have a whole other phase to get through. And then, you know, we might actually be able to get ourselves to the point where we have the revive up on both rotations. So that could be really good. I'm hoping we don't KO here, but it's looking likely. Yeah, we're probably going to KO. That's unfortunate. Okay, if we don't crit here, I did just give him a full dodge build instead of crit build, so don't crit, don't additional. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, that is actually perfect. That is actually perfect. So look at this. We'll put Jiren in standby. And while Jiren's in standby, he can get the 100% damage reduction, basically. Yeah, no, not basically. There you go. He's at 100% damage reduction. We will not select same type orbs with either of these two. There we go. And then now he is going to fully tank whatever happens here. Evolution Blue Vegeta is going to guaranteed finish off this phase. And then we have the revive up starting on the next turn. Here we go. Maybe this is what we needed to do. Maybe this is closer to the key to our success. We have just been, this entire time, playing it wrong. We should be prioritizing the revives rather than the healing, right? Okay, so the only downside about the way that we played this turn, I played it cautiously in case there was a super at that beginning, you know, like in slot 1. I didn't want to have to risk Evolution Blue Vegeta dying there again. Well, I guess he did die against the AGL Turles the 2 times it happened, but still. I didn't want to risk that being a thing, so I put Jiren there, but that means that Evolution Blue Vegeta did not take his 5th hit. So on the next turn, we're actually not going to have his revive up yet, so we just got to keep that in mind. But we do have it available right now, so. Okay. Put him in the middle for the active skill. Throw him up front after. Okay, so yeah, because we're not going to have a revive available on the next turn, I think here is where we should start selecting same type orbs. Now, the issue is with all these rainbow orbs at the bottom, I either have to select the reds or I have to select the greens with UI Goku. I literally can't avoid doing that, unfortunately. So I guess we'll just grab these. Actually, I'm really dumb. I should have grabbed the green orbs because the Evolution Blue Vegeta has a lot more defense. Okay, you know what? At this point, we already didn't heal enough. Let's just continue to not heal. We already accepted that we were running with a new strat here, so let's just do the thing and not heal, I guess. Yeah, no heals, no heals. Awesome. Full 24 key super turn. Should be good. Should be good. Oh my goodness, my throat hurts so bad. I woke up with a bit of a sore throat today. And I assumed that if I were going to be recording videos, I'd probably have to take a little bit easy, take a couple breaks here and there, throw a lozenge in, let my voice settle for a minute, and then we immediately started to yell into a microphone for 2 hours, so that's fun. Now my throat really hurts. Alright, so far so good. Can we get some additional supers? Would love that. Okay, so we're gonna get KO'd again. We already know he can't survive this, but we do have the revive, so we're fine. Oh. What? Bro, he took 800k from that last time. What am I missing? Something in Evolution Blue Vegeta's kit. We'll take a look on the next rotation. I'll go glance. There's probably something that falls off at like turn 5 or something like that. Maybe he had like some start of turn damage reduction. I don't even know. I haven't pulled the unit, so I haven't bothered like memorizing his kit. He's also like by far the worst of all the anniversary units that I've released, so it's not super relevant to know. But yeah, just for knowledge's sake, let me take a quick look. Yeah, so for 6 turns, he has the additional damage reduction there. And then maybe he didn't get enough. Oh, after performing super. Okay, so what it was we were after 6 turns, so he lost this 30%, and we were before he had performed 6 super attacks, so he didn't get this 30%. Whereas I think both this time would have been true, because he did have the intro up still, and then, oh, we can't see how many supers he's done unless he's on rotation, so we're actually not going to know. But if he did have that additional damage reduction from that, then that's probably why we did okay there. Alright, first let's just start by launching the active skill and see if that just does enough damage to finish it. Of course, it's not quite there. Okay, so then again, I think the strat is to just keep Jiren up front so he guaranteed survive here. I don't want to select the AGL orbs, though, because the AGL orbs are going to heal us. And again, we're going to finish this off here, so I want to make sure we have the revive. So we're just going to select these STR orbs, and then we can grab all of these with Vegeta. And so Jiren's not at 100% damage reduction right now, but he's close. He's at, what, he's at like 88%, something like that. It should be enough. Should be fine. Even if he gets supered, should be good. Alright, cool. Okay, and this is GG. We are finally back to, well, okay, not quite yet, not quite yet. We still have to get through STR Slug before we're finally back to 5 out of 7, right? Okay, we are at phase 4 out of 7. So basically the halfway point here. Okay, we got to keep an eye on that Dokkan attack. It's starting to get close. It's finally been long enough that I am, ah, shoot, what do we do here? Nah, this is fine. Well, we have the revive. I'm contemplating if I should put Evolution Blue in the first slot. Probably not, because he only has the 30% damage reduction right now. And then once he does the 6 supers, he'd have the 60%, and it would be better. So yeah, we'll probably not do that for now then. And then, do I want to heal? Or do I want to try and stay below? I mean, so far, we've been staying below, and it's been working. So I think we're just going to continue to stay below. Why not? Why not? Do we get the... Yeah, this is more. Okay. We've got green, blue, and purple coming up next, so I guess we can select all these green orbs. Yeah. We have actually been sitting at this solid 75% HP for a while now. We've only been getting hit with double digits or dodging, so that's really, really good. I guess I could imagine a strat where you're using a WI team and you just kind of keep this going for the, and then like chain the revive for the entire fight. I think your biggest detriment at that point would be that you are, like once you actually proc the revive, if it goes off and then you still have a lot of the fight left, then now you're, you know, in a little bit more trouble. Okay, let's keep counting these super attacks. So he's only done 1 so far. We want 6. He's done 1. Vegeta, he's done 1. Okay, there's 2 at least. I'm pretty sure those were all of the passive ones that failed, and then this was the hidden potential system. Yeah, and now he's getting supered, so we lose. Because he only did 1 super attack. Lovely. Oh, no. Okay, so the 30% that he has from the intro, plus the 7% that he gets for each attack within the turn, I guess was enough. Because we still did do, like, 7 attacks, right? So we were at a lot of damage reduction there, like plus 70% plus, something like that. Which makes me really curious. He must have just had a super bad turn when he got hit with that 800k. Obviously, it was past turn 6, so the intro... That's mainly what it was, I think, right? We just didn't have enough because the intro wore out. Okay, and then we shouldn't be too scared here because this is their first turn in the fight, so they've got the damage reduction up as well. So we'll be fine here. Cool. Alright, and now we keep chugging along with our 50% damage reduction. Sweet. Evo Blue is going to finish off the phase before he is able to, actually, hopefully. Maybe I should have put Jiren up front. Well, I mean, if... Jiren should still KO him anyway, right? Should being the key thing here. Guess it depends how much he's going to heal. If... Oh, no, yeah, we're fine. We're fine with Evo Blue. I was just thinking he was going to have... Because it's his first turn, he hasn't built up, yeah. I was thinking he wasn't going to do enough damage, but that is plenty. We are good to go there. Okay, here we go. We are finally back to phase 5 out of 7. Alright, so... As per previously, we've got the revive up. Man, that's a lot of AGL. Do we select... yeah, let's get all these AGL orbs out of the way so we don't have to risk being, like, forced to heal with the orb selection. And then we can grab all of these orbs. I know that he wants a lot of orbs. Let me double-check his passive real quick. Real quick. That's what is going on here. For every 2 key spheres up to... Yeah. Okay, so we just need to make sure to get, like, as many orbs as possible with him. For that... Okay. Good to know. Oh, wait. Let me glance at the bottom part here. Oh, yeah. These are the portions you're, like, basically never going to get to, right? In these shorter form fights, probably not going to happen often. Alright, well, this is definitely, I think, a better way to do this fight. Oh, we got the Dokkan attack. I didn't even notice. We actually got it at a really good time, because it is, you know, right at the beginning of an HP pool. So we don't have to worry about wasting all this damage that we're going to do. So yeah, that is very, very good. Alright, I think we are sitting decently pretty. How many attacks did we take with int Evolution Blue so far this fight? I actually don't know. I don't even know how many turns we've been in the fight. It's only turn 3. Oh, okay, so he's taken 0. Because his first turn in the fight was last turn, and he didn't take any last turn. Because he just finished off that phase, right? Okay, so we're definitely not going to be getting the Evolution Blue Revive available during this fight. Well, honestly, if things go... Yeah, no, we're just going to finish this off right here. We're moving on. We're moving on. No more playing around. No more Mr. Nice Guy. We're doing this. Oh, you know the one thing that sucks about the Dokkan attack? Oh, the one thing that sucks about the Dokkan attack, we're at 100% HP now. Oh, dude, I didn't even think about that. We just lost the revive. Oh, cord disconnected. I think it just disconnected. Yeah. Well, that was, I mean, we finished off the enemy. We proc the heal from the Dokkan attack being completed at the start of that turn, and then now we're on to the final fight. Okay. So obviously we want to keep the rotations like this. Dude, I'm so scared. This is the farthest we've gotten. This is literally the farthest we've gotten. Even between all of our attempts yesterday, I am terrified right now. We could... I just don't know what to do. See, if we were on stream right now, I could just ask chat and be like, all right, chat, do we use items? Do we start using items to make sure we win? Or what's the play, right? What do we do? This cooler hits very hard. If he just supers us right now, like we might be KO'd. That's what I'm really worried about. Ah, do we risk it? We've gone so far without using items. I feel like we really should not use items. We've come this far, right? Like, if we were gonna use items, we could have done that 2 hours ago. Let's just... Yeah, let's not use items. Let's not use items. Now I guess we can just go for same type orb. Since we're already at 100%, it doesn't matter if we were to heal, because we can't heal, right? No, don't dodge, don't dodge. Get the damage reduction build up, please. Yes, sir. Only dodge the super. There we go. Oh, actually, no, he still does get the build up even if he does dodge. I forgot. He's got one of those newfangled, updated kits there where you can, you know, he's getting his build up whether you dodge or receive the attacks. One of the more modern changes to that kind of a passive portion of a kit. Which I really do enjoy, especially for those units that you want to build full dodge, but then they have to receive attacks in order to build up, right? Okay, awesome. That is very good news. Double-digit tank. Thank you. Unfortunately, he does lower our attack and defense, but as you can see, not by enough for it to matter at all. And it's only one turn. He only lowered our attack and defense there. I think that would only really hurt us if it was pre-super. Because then all the normals we'd be taking would probably be doing damage to us as well, right? Okay, nice. Get the attack break off there with Jiren. Cool. You love to see it. And we have... He has a max super attack of 1 per turn. So we know we're not going to get supered here at the end. We should be fine. Not gonna lie, there was a small piece of me that was hoping we would take a chunk of damage this turn, just so that we could get the revive available again. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But that is fortunate here. So we've got a massively good turn coming in right now. This is huge. All right. AGL UI just has to dodge. Tech UI just has to dodge. But I don't even think Tech UI is going to need to dodge. I'm almost 100% certain we are going to finish this off before then. 22 million. All right, so yeah, it looks like with the buffed leader skill, we are actually getting up to 22. Nice. Very good stuff. All right, and then a guaranteed crit 15 million, followed by the onslaught of attacks coming from Evolution Blue. Yeah, there's no way this cooler has a chance. We are good right here. We just got to dodge. And we're at 100% dodge with him already, so... All right. Oh. Okay, one more super. We should be good. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, the HP is low enough at this point that even if he just continues to normal, we should be fine. Because we still do have the attacks. Yeah, I was going to say, we still have the Tech UI attacks if need be, right? Okay, this is the end. This is it. This is the big boy, the big bad boss. Final form cooler. We are almost there, dude. Okay, so we have a standby for... Dude, look at those attacks. Are you kidding me? Oh, yes! Evolution Blue got his, he got enough hits. We have the revive up. He's good. Yeah. Look at that. He's received 6 attacks. Oh, or wait, he's received 5 attacks? Hold on. Number of attacks received is this one. Number of times guard's been activated. I see. Yeah, because the guard activated on the dodge, I believe. Okay, so yeah, he's received 5 attacks, so we've got the revive up. Oh, dude, this is sick. Okay, so we're going to get the Jiren standby in. We still don't have to worry about using an item because we have the standby ready to go. Or the revive ready to go. Okay, we'll get all these orbs. And then we can grab these for Jiren. Perfect, he's at 100% damage reduction. So we're pretty much guaranteed to survive the rotation. Pretty much. I think the only way we could actually... I was just about to say, the only way we could actually get KO'd here is if we just get slot 1 supered. And it happened. But we get the revive. The bad news is that we did lose out on quite a bit of damage that we could have done there. Would have been good to get all those attacks in with Evolution Blue. Obviously, Jiren, though... Oh, wait, this is really bad. No. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. I was thinking about the finish effect for Jiren, that we need to get over the 25 orbs selected before he can turn into full power Jiren. But we're fine, because we did actually get to select the orbs, so we're already at the 19 collected, so that's fine. The bad news is now we have 100% of his HP pool to work off of, and we already used the revive. So now... so now what, right? Okay, let's go ahead and give us... a real good turn with AGL UI here. Okay, yeah, now that we have no revive up, we gotta just heal as much as we can. That's definitely what we gotta do. Okay, only 6 orbs for him, so he's not gonna get quite as many additionals as we would like. Hopefully there's just no super there, or things are gonna be looking real bad in a minute. I'm gonna save... Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky with the orb changing. Oh, we're going to put Jiren in his finish effect, so we'll have a little bit of orb changing that's going to happen on the next turn. That's really good, too. So assuming we survive this turn, we're going to get to see where the Dokkan, or where the super attack potentially is on the next turn. So that could be good. I'm hoping there's one right here. No? Okay. So yeah, now I guess I'm really hoping that he doesn't super attack at all this turn. He can super attack twice per turn, and he only has a 5 attack cooldown. Dude. That's really scary to deal with. Alright, if we can get some more crits here, maybe... Wait. If Evolution Blue cooks a little harder, can we get a super and then crit? If he crits here, dude, we're doing the thing. Oh, yes, one more? Yes? If he crits, I think we do it. Oh, no crit. One more? Oh, gosh. Okay. We should have piles of damage reduction on him, though. He's done so many attacks. I have faith. We're going to live this. This is a 1.2 million attack stat with 3.3 million damage output, and we double-digit tank it. Yes! So that right there, folks, that right there is the one saving grace that that Evolution Blue Vegeta has. Pure stats, pure damage reduction once he's built up, right? If you are making your way to the very, very final parts of a fight, that Evolution Blue Vegeta is going to look very, very good for you. It's just unfortunate that he is weak to basically every boss mechanic in the game, right? If he gets locked in slot 1, he's screwed. At the very beginning of this fight, when he had a type neutral normal hit him, it was 500k, right? Like, obviously, that's not where he wants to be as slot 1 ever. And then, you know, we also noticed him take that 800k. If the damage reduction that he builds up and loses don't align at the same time, then you're kind of screwed, right? But that's where he can look good. So there we go. Finally, we beat stage 2. And yes, we did still no item that. I don't care what you say. The support memory does not count as an item. Get wrecked. We no item this. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Where's my little stage clear? Shouldn't it show my thingy? Okay, whatever. We cleared it. We won. I probably shouldn't have moved on from the results screen so quickly, but that is perfectly fine. Okay. What an arduous 2 hours. If you are still here watching right now, thank you so much for sticking with me through this gruesome challenge event. We are done. We are finally done. Check out the links in the description below for the Discord and my Twitter. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to do it for this one, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.